Now I will give a quick demonstration of Genero and the HTML5 web client theme. I'll only do a quick demonstration because a little later on Morgan will do will run a lot more programs that show a lot more features of the HTML5, but I'll just give a quick overview and of the features or areas of the HTML5 that we concentrated on to get right for the 241 release. So what I'll first do is run up our standard demo program just in the GDC. So here we have that window, and then I will also run up the same program using HTML5. So here I have the two windows, the GDC and the HTML5. So what we've concentrated on a lot with the HTML5 web theme is getting the appearance to be as close as possible to the GDC as we can. Now this is still pre-release, so there are a few minor things we need to iron out before the actual release in December, or even the EAP program in October. But you can see here it's very closely matching, and if we drag or resize the web browser window, you'll notice that the elements inside the window resize as well. So that's something we've never had before in any of our previous web themes, is the ability to respond to the changing shape of the browser. So stretch and shrink. So the table objects, text edit objects, image objects, just like in the GDC, they shrink and grow depending on the size of the parent object. The other key feature for the display is in the tables. So we can now, just like in the GDC, we can resize columns. We can now do that inside the web theme. So that's something we've never been able to do before. And if I right click, we get the same sort of options to hide columns like we did in the GDC. Okay, so that's two of the things that we've concentrated on with the HTML5 web thing. It's the same look and feel, and the ability to do all the table resizing, dragging around, etc. And I'm also using the local storage facilities of HTML5 to store away these settings inside stored settings. Now just re-emphasizing the how we've tried to make things look the same between GDC and HTML5. If I run the orders program from the Office Store demo, so in the GDC, it looks like that. If I run the same thing using HTML5, you can see it looks very much the same. So folders, etc. Yeah, folders, tables, group box, etc. in the same look and feel. So again, if we resize the shape, things are moving around to respond to the changing size of the parent container. Again, there's a few minor things we've got to iron out before the EAP in October or the general release at the end of December. The final thing I'll show with the HTML5 theme is we now have the ability to run traditional mode inside a web browser. So for those who can't remember what traditional mode is, it enables us to take the old character programs, so your Infamix 4GL program before you Generoize them. So this is just using our standard IA demo program. So we get that look and feel in the character mode. If I come along and run that in the GUI traditional mode, open windows, multiple windows, so that's the current GDC running of that same program. Now what we have for the first time is the ability to run the same thing inside a web browser. So HTML5 traditional, running that same program. Wait for it to appear so we can see it's the 80 by 25 window, multiple windows. So being able to take your existing 4GL program, running it in a web browser unchanged. So those are some of the things we've worked on for this HTML5 theme in the 241 release. The key things are making it look like the GDC, having the table objects there. You'll see a few more things with Morgan when he runs and showing things like the native widgets on the iPad device, and also the ability to now run traditional mode. So your old 4GL application can run in a web browser unchanged. So that was a quick running of the HTML5 web thing. As I mentioned a few times, Morgan will show a few more things in his demonstrations a little later on.